And we're back on This Week in Roane County with Julia Hurley. We have Dr. McGriff, your Roane County Director of Schools here, and we were just talking about the after-school programs that you have been putting into place, and we stopped at the Banana Split program. So let's pick it back up there.
Okay. Well, Banana Splits is one of the programs that's very popular with many of our children, but there are many, many other types of programs. There's dance and there's music and there's reading and there's all sorts of things. And a lot of our children would never have an opportunity to participate in these types of things. They'd never get a chance to take music lessons, guitar lessons or piano lessons, or they'd never get a chance to take karate or dance lessons, simply because their families either cannot afford it financially or because of their parents' work schedule. They just wouldn't be able to do it. So we're able to bring that to them. And you might think, well, that's all very nice. And that's sort of fluffy and nice. But we're getting, these programs run 3 to 4 days a week after school. They run from 3:15 to 5:30. So that means we've extended their school day for them by that amount of time. And everything that we do does directly relate back to how do children improve in their achievement in their basic courses, math and reading and science and such. And everything we do adds to that. We have them more hours. They get to apply the learning they've had in class that day and see it really work for them. We have across the county about 350 different programs going on in the different schools. Now, no two schools are identical. They've got different things. It's based on student interest. It's based on community support of the program. In other words, who's going to teach all these? And sometimes it's the teacher that's been there all day that's teaching maybe their passion. I mentioned a principal that's doing sewing. This particular principal is a professional quilter, but this is her passion, and so she's teaching little girls and little boys, if they want, about this. So we have a wide variety of people that are coming in as well. We have people in the community who have lots of avocations and lots of professions that they're sharing with us. And then what really makes it work for us is at the end of the day at 5:30, we run a bus and take those children home. Again, many, many of our children would not be able to participate if they had to depend on a parent being able to come and pick them up. Some parents don't have the car to do it, and some parents are at work. So by extending our school day, the children get a chance to experience many things they would not be able to. We get a chance to get 2 extra hours a day with them, and we give them a healthy snack at the end of the regular school day, and then we take them home. And many of them have their homework done when they get home because they've gone to homework club. We also have homework club in the morning. They arrive at school early. They can go to homework club, make sure their homework's done, and then they go to class. And maybe you always had your homework done, but a lot of children don't. And to be able to walk into class and know they have that homework done does so much for their self-esteem all day that they're far more willing to really engage and participate and learn. So this is our first year to have it county-wide, but it's a grant that we will have for 4 years, and we've already been reviewed, and the feds were very impressed with our principals and the programs they're doing. So we're very, very excited about it.
Well, that leads right into my next question. How are the behavioral issues in Roane County improving, or how are they being handled after incorporating these new programs?
Well, the after-school programs certainly benefit students, and just the fact that they feel a part of the school, they feel welcomed, and they feel that there's people there, adults there, that care about them and want them to know things. So that's all a positive impact. But in addition to this, in Roane County, we do school-wide positive behavior. And that's a program that says, you know, if we want you to obey a rule, and we want you to behave a certain way, it seems only natural that we might teach you what that looks like. For some children, you can say to them, now, be nice. And they have a concept of what be nice means, even though that's a very inexact term. But many children don't. So we have very few rules. Most schools only have 3. There's such things as be respectful, be responsible, It could be safe, it could be on time, it could be ready. There's different rules at different schools. But there's basically only 3 rules. And everything that a child does throughout the day falls in one of those big rule categories. And so if you say to a child, all right, I need you to be responsible when you are in the line going to the cafeteria, then let's show them what that means. It means walking with their hands to their sides. It means walking far enough behind the student in front of you that you're not stepping on their heels, but not dragging either. It means you're not slapping the student artwork off the walls as you move down the hall. And so you teach them that. And then you acknowledge their good behavior. It's very, very uplifting for students to have somebody recognize that they're doing something right. We're very good at recognizing when they don't do things well, but not very good at recognizing when they do. So we have an acknowledgement program, and students earn tickets from their school, their teachers, various persons, and then they can turn those tickets in and either buy items at a store that's full of donations. You have to work to get all the donations, but parents are wonderful to help with that, and PTOs and such. Or sometimes they turn in their tickets for a privilege. It might be that they get to sit at lunch with the principal. It might be that they get to have some extra time on the computer reading a book on the computer. And it could be an actual item. One of our schools, students had the opportunity to save their tickets, their behavior tickets, and they got to go watch the Lady Vols about 3 weeks ago. Most of the children never been to a college basketball game, and so they were very excited to be able to do that. And all this reinforcement then leads to improved behavior for our students.
Well, it sounds to me like you have pretty much gotten this wrapped up into a very progressive, positive movement for the Roane County school systems. And we really look forward to having you back in the later dates and maybe in a few months to see how this progression has gone come next August. Would that be okay with you?
That'd be great.
Well,
Thank you.
I can't say thank you so much for coming on here. Roane County, it has been a pleasure talking to you this week on This Week in Roane County with Julia Hurley. And thank you very much to Dr. McGriff, your Roane County Director of Schools, who's working hard for you. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.